Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Hoare. On the three off target. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Shields gets to the corner and buries it. 5 points in the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Lloyd. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Shields. The offensive rebound. No good on the triple. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lloyd buries the long-range jumper. Lloyd's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Shields. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gabriel, the pass to Hoare. Jokic, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Ring shot on the way. A shot off that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Hoare. Here's Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. He's got 6. Fires the 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 in this one now. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. From past the arc. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Hoare passes to Gabriel. Here's Lloyd. Hits the three-point bomb. Lloyd's got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Shields. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Here's Lloyd. Buries it from three-point range. 12 points for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Shields. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's a good screen. Here's Hoare. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Shields. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Here's Lloyd. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
We've got Mirotic, and it's McCormick in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Brooks. He's covered by Randolph. Here's Kozier. Right side, Mirotic. Shoots. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Fast break, here they come. They've got Brooks. And it's Kozier in at the small forward.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Randolph's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Outside Mirotic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
We've got Mirotic, and it's McCormick in at the 5, down low. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Mirotic. Going inside. Out to Brooks. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Right side, Mirotic. And the 3 ball is good. Mirotic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
They've got Brooks. And it's Mirotic in at the 4 spot. Outside, Randolph. For 3. McCormick with the rebound. Randolph's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Kozier. Randolph grabs the board.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
There's the pick. A 3 for Mirotic. Another miss by Mirotic.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
From past the arc. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Randolph grabs the board. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's the triple. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 3-pointer, just 5 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range. Randolph's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooks covering. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Mirotic. Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. They get the rebound. McCormick passes to Kozier. Connects from 3-point range.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
55 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Randolph. There's the pick. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marking at 1 for 6. 30 seconds left here in the second. And here's the break. Pass to Randolph. From downtown, McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got his 6th rebound on the night. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we finished one half of basketball. Leading by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your...
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
New topic. And that's all for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pass to Lloyd. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Lloyd's got 18 points in the game.
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable effort.
No good with the triple. Here's Ford. A steal. From the arc. It's good from long range.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Lloyd. 18 points for him. Five on the clock. Jokic trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender.
Pass to Hoare. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Baseline J on the way, and he nails the jumper.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Lloyd. To the inside. Pass to Gabriel, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Drills it from outside. 1 points in the game.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
To the left wing. Here's Ford. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
To the paint. Shields. That 3 off the mark. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes.
Here's Lloyd. 18 points for him. Fader on the way. Doesn't go. Only his 3rd miss in 9 tries. driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for two, number 1.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Randolph. Offline with his three. Randolph's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Shields. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Back to Randolph. Cans it from downtown. Randolph's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Shields, he's covered by Randolph. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Here's the three. Here's Cohen. Off target from outside. Out to the wing. 27 seconds left to play here in the third. Shields can't tie it up as that one misses.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
For the tie, some solid defense from Randolph. Up in time. Unable to get that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1 spot.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Randolph can't hit. Randolph's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. Brooks with no one around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Randolph. From outside, off the mark.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Mirotic has gone 1 of 4 from distance. In the corner, Randolph with it. They set the pick from outside the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Mirotic. Brooks from outside. Outside from Mirotic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Here's Randolph. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
3-pointer, Brooks. That shot off the mark.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Randolph a screen. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Miritich the screen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls for him. So both teams making some changes here.
Number 7, 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Horde. Pass to Lloyd. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Cohen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He hits both from the stripe.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Gabriel, the pass to Lloyd. Cuts off the pass. Shields with the drive.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Pass to Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gabriel. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shields. Gabriel with the rebound. Pass to Horde. The 3. Nailed from three-point land.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Three-pointer. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Lloyd. Shoots the 3. No good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every...
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Balmaro. This one for three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Now here's Edwards. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Over to the wing. Lets it fly. No good with a jumper from the wing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And we're about a minute into the first. Driving to the basket. Got a hand on it. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fires the three, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Outside Edwards. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Three-pointer, De Silva with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 9.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's De Silva. Launches a three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Pass to Balmaro. And the three off target. To the left wing. The three. Nails it from 3.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's a one-on-one situation. Out to the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And the bucket is good. There's a minute 34 left in the first. Fires top of the key. Buries the jump shot.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Off target from three-point range. 1:07 left in the first quarter. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. There's the triple. No good that time.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's De Silva. 34 seconds left in the first quarter here. Goes back up. No good at the rim. The three is up. De Silva with a rebound. The three. That one no good. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Drives to the hoop. Puts up a three. Sinks it from distance.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound pass. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
McCormick with a rebound. Brooks outside. There's a screen. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Left side Booker. Can't connect from short range.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Mirotic. Ooh, cans the tough leaner from the outside. 5 points in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They grab their own miss. Outside for Brooks. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Mirotic can't get it to go. Lets it go. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. No good on the triple. And they're on the break. The 3 ball. Kept alive. Outside Napier. Another shot. And he buries his first look.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the second period. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The shot misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
The three gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Pass to Mirotic. They set the pick. For 3. Drops in the 3. 10 points for him.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
The 3. That shot missing. 3-pointer. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And a miss there on the triple. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. He tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded by Napier. To the wing on the left. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Well, I think for the home team, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have. With how this offense has performed, they should be up even more. Well-balanced attack.
Yeah, it's hard for a defense to take things away. When you do a...
And that's it for halftime.
And we're halfway halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Pass to Balmaro, right wing. Lets it fly. He's off on that one. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. From outside the arc. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Outside Edwards. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And that one's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
From behind the arc. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 6 points for him.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
3-pointer off the mark.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
There's a screen. Edwards for 3. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 8 points.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
To win the run. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
The steal. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Guarded by Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And there's a pick. Pass to De Silva. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, first team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the strike.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hits the 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
They haven't looked the same on defense during this second half. Seems like they are relaxing and allowing them to get whatever shot they want.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the basket by Edwards.
After some spotty shooting in the first half, you can see they're gaining confidence and increasing their offensive production.
shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. From deep. Can't hit that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? They lead by 8. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They grab their own miss. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Here's Mirotic. Here's the pick. There's the triple. No good. Left side Napier. Booker with a screen on Brooks. Here's Napier. The putback. The shot no good. Now here's Brooks. Defense is right there. No one covering.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Now here's Napier. Brooks defending. And there's the screen. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
Armani Brooks. 2 shots.
And Brooks drops them both. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. The 3 is up. McCormick with a rebound. Off target with the 3.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Booker pulls it down.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
They set a pick, lets it go from deep. From the arc, gets the 3 to fall.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Drains the triple. 21 points in the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
No good from outside. 58 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's go with a three. They get it again. Fires from deep. That shot, no good.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door. And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
From deep. Sinks the tray.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Fires away from way outside. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
Us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lucic. Offensive rebound. Latrey. Pass to Edwards. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Maccabi. That three off the mark. Here's De Silva. Here is Edwards. Clock at 6. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 6.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Lloyd. The fader drills the three-pointer. Lloyd's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's De Silva. Puts up a 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Lloyd. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Fires from deep. Board grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
To the left side wing. Maccabi traps in the tray.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
There's a good screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Fires it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Lloyd can't hit. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Puts up a deep 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Lloyd. Sinks the three-pointer. Lloyd's got 9 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's De Silva. Still scoreless. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Lloyd. Shoots. Wide open shot is on the money.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Fires the three. That one's not going to go. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Gabriel. A 3. That one doesn't drop. Pass to Napier. This one for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Picked by Randolph. Beyond the arc. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Pass to Napier. The shot. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. For the 3. Randolph can't hit. Randolph's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Launches a 3. Randolph grabs the board. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Randolph missing again.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Napier covering. Here's Cohen. Good on the three-point shot.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Booker outside, and that's going to be a travel.
And that's only the first time this half. But Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Randolph. Lets the 3 fly. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Poke loose. And even 3-on-3 break. From the wing. That shot, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Lets it go from deep. Sink the triple. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Randolph. He's got 6.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Fires for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Giffey. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Gabriel. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And so we conclude the first half. They lead by 12. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey, folks, are you as excited as we are? Not possible. Lots to catch up.
Well, I think for the home team, headed down the final month of the season, at this point, they are who they are, a middle-of-the-pack club.
Yeah, decidedly. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the home team. And that concludes half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Pass to Lloyd. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. Here's De Silva. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Lloyd. To the right side. Here's Horn. He has yet to score. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Lloyd can't hit. Here's De Silva. From deep three-point land. Out to Edwards. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Edwards got 14 points for the game. Edwards gotten all of his three-point attempts here. A perfect 4 for 4. Picked off in midair. Pushing it up. Here's Ford. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ford's got his first bucket of the night. Lucic. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Shot's good by Horn.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Launches it. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Lloyd. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 14.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pass to Hoare. Here's the break. Back to Edwards. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Lloyd. He's got 14. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
For 3, Edwards. Hoard grabs the board. Hoard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:32 left in the 3rd. And here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Takes a 3. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Maccabi. Edwards defending. 1:05 left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Lloyd. They set the pick. Goes up on the wing. They get it again. Can they get it? That one, no good. Lloyd's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%. Left side, Edwards. Pass to De Silva. It's up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lloyd. He's got 14. To the wing right side. Fires away from way outside. No good. Shot missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it together.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 10. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Back to Napier. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Napier's got his first 2 points of the night. Right side, Randolph. The 3. Booker pulls it in.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Pass to Napier. Giffey hits the 3-point bomb.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Randolph, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Out to the wing. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the wing on the left. Fires for three. He can't get it to go. Fast break. Here we go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Lloyd, the pass to Gabriel. Here's Cohen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Lucic. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. It's deflected, and that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Randolph looking around. 6 to shoot. Launches it, and it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. He's covered by Randolph. Out left to the wing. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Ward passes to Gabriel. Here's Ward. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 1:27 left in the fourth. There's the triple, and he's good on the three ball. Ward's got 11 in the second half.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
To the left side wing. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lloyd the pass to Gabriel. No good from outside. Takes the three. Randolph grabs the board. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gabriel with the rebound.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Here's Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. That one doesn't go. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they...
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Lloyd. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Puts up a three. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Money from the wing. And just about a minute into this first quarter.
Come get it, come get it.
There's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lloyd's got his second basket of the night.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
It's deflected. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Board.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
They set the pick. Ball stolen. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Lloyd. Launches a three. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Will it go? Knocks down the long J.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Lloyd. He's got 5. Oh, swiped away. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Takes the three and can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
You know how good a shooter he is, and frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Off the mark there with a 3. For 3. It's not going to go for him.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Lets it go from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Lloyd's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
1:25 left to play in the first. The jumper from the wing off target. Beyond the arc. And he makes it on the layup.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
From downtown, and the three-pointer goes. Lloyd's got 10 points.
I just love the ball move.
Unloads. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 50 seconds left in the first. Jokic. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Kept alive. Fires the three. Drains the triple. 6 points for him.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Lloyd. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
There's a screen. Three-pointer. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
3 points.
He got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Up 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Right at the free throw line. First shot won't go. Here's Randolph. on the shot clock. Buries it from 3.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Brooks from outside. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Gabriel, still without a bucket. Brooks defending. The 3 is up. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Pass to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Here's Mirotic. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Randolph. Launches it. McCormick with the rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Mirotic can't get it to go. And he's all alone. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Brooks. Randolph grabs the miss. Here's Gabriel. No made baskets yet. To the middle. From outside the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep three-point land. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Randolph. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Brooks outside. A deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A minute 20 left in the first half. Down low. Here's Randolph. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Randolph's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Mirotic. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Brooks defending. 35 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Brooks defending. Connects from downtown. 9 points in the game.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Mirotic. Misses the 3. That'll do it for the first half. Up 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a...
All right, guys, let's swing it. And that'll do it for us.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Lloyd. Fires the three. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
From downtown, sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
4-3. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. They set the screen. Five to shoot. Jokubaitis drills it from deep.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Lloyd. Fires from deep. That's off. 7 for 12 now.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's the pick. The three-pointer off the mark. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for the away team.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
There's the steal. In transition, here they come. Off target from outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Horde. Drops in the 3. Horde's got 6 points.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Here's Lloyd. 21 points in the game. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound to the right side.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over to the wing. The 3. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 18.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. There's the triple. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's the block. This one for 3. The shot won't fall. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. And There's the screen. Shoots a fadeaway. Counted from distance. Lloyd's got 15 points in just the second half.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pure from three-point range. He's got 24.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
There's the three. Gets the three to fall. Lloyd's got 30 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. It doesn't go for him. The three. He buries it from three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Puts up a deep three. Mirotic can't get it to go. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Fires the three. No luck on that one. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Randolph. Here's Gabriel. Just 5 on the clock. On target from range.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Brooks has gone just 1 for 4 so far. Three-pointer. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Gabriel's gone 1 for 3 on the night. The three ball. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
For three. They get it back. Pass to Randolph. The three is up. To the wing, right side. He drops it from range.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Let's go with a three. The shot, no good. Here's Gabriel. That's off target. Now 6 for 10. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Beyond the arc. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Gabriel's gone 1 for 4 from the field. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. 27 points for him.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Stripped it away. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Gabriel. With the drive. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. Sinks the tray.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Shot on the wing, and he hits the jumper. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Gabriel's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
.46 seconds left in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. They set the pick. It's a three-pointer.
Shields. 3 points.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Randolph. Fires from way outside. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Edwards can't hit. Shields. Off target with his three. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Balmore. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Lucic. That one's good from the corner. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. For three, Edwards. The shot that time, not on target. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Cans it from downtown.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. There's a screen. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's De Silva. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Shields. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to De Silva. Out to Edwards. There's the screen. The shot goes down and he gets his game back to even.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Shields. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Lucic. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Tries again. De Silva with the rebound. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Shields. Kept alive. Right wing. The 3-ball. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Edwards looking it over. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shields. And it's off from 3-point range. They set the pick. Lucic. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Leading by just 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
We've got Mirotic, and it's McCormick in at the center position. Now Brooks. Right side, Mirotic. Here's Kozier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Napier. Top of the key, Booker. Lock at 6. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Outside, Mirotic. Back to Brooks. Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Now here's Napier. Brooks covering. And the shot goes in. Napier's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kozier. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. He's got 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's the screen. And he jams it with authority.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, These are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And here we go. Back to Booker. Pass to Napier. Lets it go from deep. McCormick with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Quizair. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. There's the pick. And it falls over the rim and in.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Now here's Brooks. Defense is right there.
Napier. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:34 left now here in the second. Pass to Mirotic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On Wednesday and then on Friday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Giffey dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to McCormick. Here's Quizair, outside Mirotic. And the three off target. They set the screen. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
His three-pointer's off the mark. Shoots the three. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. There's the three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Up 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one.
And right now, and that'll do it for half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Edwards defending. For the three. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
lets it go with a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Shields. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Edwards with it. Launches a three. Rebounded by Balmoro.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Over to the left wing. It's intercepted. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. There's the pick. Here's De Silva, and he goes in for the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Sinks the triple. He's got 9.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Shields to the left side wing. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. This one for 3. The shot comes out. The 3. The shot misses. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to De Silva. They get it again, and that one is off. Shields. Over to the wing. Here's Balmoro. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Balmoro's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Shields can't connect from short range.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going. Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
They set the pick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
56 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Shields. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. De Silva gets the three-pointer to fall. De Silva's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Shields, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
He got it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Brooks, and it's Mirotic in at the 4-man position. Hooker finds Napier. Shoots a three. It's good from long range.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
To the inside. It's stolen. Pass to Brooks. A three for Mirotic. Doesn't go for him.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Now Napier. There's a good screen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Napier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And it's Brooks in the corner, and so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Mirotic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Napier. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks to the wing right side to tie it up. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Down low. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
And he dunks it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
To the paint, intercepted. And here comes the break. To the hoop. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And 1:01 left in the fourth.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Good on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Shields. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Fires the three. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The visitors with the ball, and a miss there off the inbound. No good there. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here comes the break. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horde. Takes a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Lloyd. They set the pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Out left to the wing. Fires from the corner. That shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Horde. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Horde's got 6 points.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Nails it from 3.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Horde. 6 points for him. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to De Silva. That 3's off the mark. Here's Horde. The 3 is up. De Silva with the rebound. From deep. Unable to get that one.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Lloyd. And stolen by Edwards. Into the lane. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
From the arc. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Lloyd. Offline with a 3. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Horde. Here's Lloyd. 6 points for him. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
The first free throw is good.
Horde at the line for 3.
Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. 1:24 left in the opening quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's De Silva. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
There's 49 seconds left now in the first quarter. Board no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
from deep. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Fires for 3. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Ford's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field so far. And here's Edwards outside. He can't get that one to fall. Their offense has really come together, Grant.
It really has, and the points are adding up.
Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. And he's good on the first of 3. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
And you have to be impressed how they're getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of those opportunities.
Over to the left wing. Here's Randolph. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
Pass to Gabriel. Here's Randolph. Here's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Gabriel. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Nice shot from the wing.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Randolph passes to Gabriel. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Napier. Uses the glass on the layup. Napier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Out to the right wing. Here's Randolph. Knocks down the triple. Randolph's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls for him. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Beyond the arc. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
Excellent defense there, but he has to be smarter and a bit more patient.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Gabriel. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Gabriel's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound to the wing, right side. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
A minute 22 left to play in the first half. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 6 points for him.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Randolph. Lets it go from deep. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The three is up. The shot off that time. Here's Randolph. 6 points for him. There's the three. Doesn't go for him. Randolph's gone just 2 of 6 shooting. 33%. The three ball. Can't get it to drop. Here's Gabriel. Fires from deep. And no good. Here's Napier. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch.
Taking a peek now at... And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Edwards looking it over. Fires the three. The shot that time not on target. Here's Lloyd. Right wing, fires for 3. And that one's good. Hord's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's Lloyd. 6 points for him. Misses the 3. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Lloyd. Jokic buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
They set a pick. Offensive board. The kick out to Edwards. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time.
I think he's gone completely dry. nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
It's stolen. Here's Lloyd. 9 points in the game. No good on the wing three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Puts up a deep three. The shot comes out.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Horde. Fires the three, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The rebound by Horde. Here's Lloyd. The fadeaway. Drops in the three. Lloyd's got 6 here in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Well, that's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's Horde. He's got 21 from deep 3-point range. He can't get that one to fall. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Driving in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Lloyd. He's got 12. 4-3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
To the wing on the left. Here's Horde. Off target from 3-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Horde's got 24.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The deep 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Edwards. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 5.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Randolph. Here's Gabriel. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Gabriel's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Releases. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
The 3. Can't get it to drop.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
They get it back. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
This one for three. Pass to Gabriel. Shot clock at 5. The three is up. Got a piece of it. Booker for three. They get the rebound. The three. That shot, no good. Booker's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Randolph. Here's Gabriel. He buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Drains the triple.
I tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. He drops it from range.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Booker defending. Launches it. The shot off that time. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And there's a pick. Here's Napier. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Napier's got 4 points now in the quarter. The visitors with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Randolph. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Pass to Napier. He shoots it. Misses the jumper.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
He's guarded by Napier. And the three off target. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
No good. Pass to Gabriel. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
They get it again. And another shot. No luck on that one. Booker defending. Pass to Randolph. Fires away from way outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.